Planetoid is a game in which you play the captains of different mining vessels who are trying to find and extract the most valuable resources from the titular planetoid. During the game, you will be scanning for resources, mining them, and then shipping them back to base. All the while, you'll be balancing between your mining efficiency and the need to keep the resource veins you uncover to yourself. Plus, there's also an alien foe lurking on the horizon that may appear to consume the resources in order to grow stronger and more numerous. This game is published by Portal Dragon and plays 1 to 4 players, and has a really fascinating mix of both memory and hidden information. So, now let's dig in and see what things about Planetoid are as valuable as the diamonds, and which ones are just scrap rock. The first thing we like about Planetoid is that the game has many different ways to play. There are 3 main modes of gameplay: basic, advanced, and solo. And there are a few other variants along with that. The basic mode is the equivalent of a beginner difficulty and limits the choices you have to scan, drill, and ship. Your ability to use energy to modify these actions is limited, but simple and easy to grasp. The advanced mode builds on these actions introduced in the basic gameplay and adds a granular level of choice, as each of these actions now has 3 different levels. In addition to more action choices, each of the actions now costs energy, allowing you to allocate your resources to best fit the situation. The solo mode adds another twist: the aliens. This swarm of planet-devouring creatures will be competing with you for all of the best resources. And as they gather more, the swarm both grows in number and in power. You just have to take what you can and leave before they take you too. The second thing that we like about Planetoid is the alien variant in multiplayer in particular. Now, the regular multiplayer modes do not, by default, include the aliens, but you can change that. Using this variant gives the game a timer, and a more objective reason to mine carefully and quickly. You are trying to get the best resources without revealing them to the other players, but even more, the aliens. We found that adding this extra pressure really changes the focus of the game, especially when playing with 2 players. It makes you consider your actions very carefully and adds a lot of great external tension to the game. Even with the variants, the advanced mode, and the aliens, the game is still quite simple and intuitive to play. You have a choice of 3 basic things that you can do on your turn: look at a tile, take a tile, ship a tile. In the basic game, it's as simple as that. The advanced game plays with the cost of each action, and the ability to slightly alter their potency through letting you take more tiles, take them secretly without revealing the adjacent tiles, or choosing whether you get an upgrade when you ship your goods. One of the main mechanics of this game that we enjoy is that when you mine a tile, you will reveal the ones that are orthogonally adjacent to it. This creates both a timer for the end of the game, since the game will end once all tiles are revealed, and makes each mining action a risk. You never know when you will reveal a diamond for the next player to snatch up. The mechanic really comes into its own in the advanced game. Since you have the option to drill without revealing additional tiles for a greater energy cost, it creates a balance between strip mining through the use of your mega drill, which reveals all of the resources adjacent to the tiles that you mined, and using your energy to quietly pick up all the good ore that you scouted ahead of time. Finally, the game board and the player boards are really cleverly made, and they make the game really easy to play. Since you spend a lot of your time picking up and looking at the different resource pieces, the board has a built-in system to allow you to easily pick up the cardboard tokens without having to fiddle with them on a flat board or table. This is particularly important since the game really relies on you remembering where each of the tokens is. So making the board in such a way that it's not easily jostled and the pieces are not very easily mixed together is really important. The player boards also have a similar system for the energy tokens. It makes it easy to place and remove the energy tokens, and that helps you keep track of your turn and the actions that you've taken. That all being said, no game is perfect, and Planetoid does have a few things that we thought could have been done better. The biggest one of these is that the resources you gather only have one use: gaining points. This does make the game simple and easy to understand, but in the advanced variant in particular, it feels like these could be used in more interesting ways. Having the resources be used to gain energy, or required in order to build the additional systems, would be an interesting twist that could flesh out the game and give players more choices and opportunities. Adding these kinds of decisions and considerations could elevate the game from a good game that we would gladly play if it was suggested, to a game that we would actively try to bring to table. And there you have it. 5 things we liked about Planetoid and 1 thing we didn't. We hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are about this cool mix of memory and hidden information. Is there something you saw about this game that really piques your interest? Let us know. For more of Dragon's Demize, check out our secondary YouTube channel, Dragon's Demize Plays, where we post the VODs from all of our Twitch live streams. Also, we've got plans to start putting up some fun Patreon-only content, so we'd love to see you there. Thank you to our Greater Worm patrons, Casey, Carissa, Sam, and Hunter, for your continued support. It really does help us keep the channel going. And of course, thank you for joining us. Stay safe and have a wonderful day.